and today I'll be discussing my music magazine features for my indie magazine platform and why I feel that they're important for my magazine to have, and also the meaning behind why I've chosen more so. So, looking at inspiration for my contents page, I really enjoyed Q's contents pages that they did for their artists. Their feature artists are really big on one side, so I really wanted to include that in my features. But as text wise goes, I really like how they've combined the use of both artists such as like Adele, Linkin Park, John Grant, but also then included like handwritten lyrics and Noah and the Whale. It's not really conventional to have both artists and then also things that aren't artist related throughout the magazine. It's usually one or the other. So the fact that they've combined them, I really liked the look of, and I felt that I wanted to interpret that also in my own magazine. I wanted it to not just be for people who like artists, and neither just for people who liked things about the music. I wanted it to include both things. I also liked NME's presentation of magazine music. I like the way that they've included the white text on black background box, which is seeming as a recurring theme for media magazines, and I really like the way that it's been presented. It's not overcrowding, but it's just enough so that it's very eye catching to the audience. Artists I felt that I would really need to feature in my magazine are people like Lloyd. She's a very independent indie artist, a very strong female protagonist in her own sense, and her music very much displays real life occurrences. And I feel that's important for my own artist to be based off of, since she's also a solo female indie artist. And I felt that them being together would really combine a strong fandom for both their musics. I also felt that Bastille, the boy band, would be a very good influence to encase in there, because their themes and their songs and their meanings and their artwork and the overall theme of their band is very, very, very indie-ish. It's very going on the hipster theme, and it's really relates well to my magazine also. I didn't just want the real people bands. I also liked the idea of adding in art in my magazine. So I wanted to add in the Gorillaz, the number one virtual band. It's very intriguing, I feel, the way that they have succeeded so much, and yet nobody necessarily knows who the real people behind the scenes look like. I was really, really fascinated in the fact that they are so successful in just being these cartoon characters, and I wanted to carry that out also, not in the sense that they have to be different because of the fact that they're not real people, but also because of the fact that their music is so successful alongside all these other great artists. Someone recently who I feel should be added and taken note of is, of course, Hosier. He's got this whole style and theme of everything that he seems to be doing right now in this very indie and hipsterish light. It's very, very solo and independent, yet strong and never giving up and believing in himself very strongly. So I really want to include him to be able to reach also that audience and let that influence my magazine also, in the fact that it's a very strong independent magazine, just as it's proving to be. The last artist that I felt that I wanted to include is a band called Disclosure. Two boys that make up this team are very fun loving, they're very humorous and generous, and just overall very good, light-hearted people. And I felt that it could kind of lift up my magazine in terms of being able to add entertainment purposes, but not, of course, just that. Their collabs with Sam Smith have been really amazing, and it seems that they also carry a very strong independent name for themselves that I would like to also include in my magazine. By including all these things in my magazine and yet also having still the influence from my quantitative research and flat pan, I feel like I can really make a strong contents page that definitely persuades my audience to carry on reading, because it's been such a great journey from the start with the cover page, and it's just continuing on. So, thank you for listening.